All right, guys. I'm here finally. Well, guys, I first of all, I do have an accent. I do have an accent, right? So please bear with me. And again, I do have a job that I do aside from this. So that's why I'm just replying to your questions, right? So David Graw, right? You ask, which Hiat sound is that kit using? This sounds like a specific question. So um, let's see what Hiat pattern you're talking about, all right? All right, so that was to just show you that this is not really any special type of Hiat. It's a regular Hiat, right? Let's show you voice, right? And here, as you can see, we have levels, we have toms, we have volume, we have instrument, right? So this instrument is the paste 14. Okay, so this is a 14-inch giant bow, 14-inch giant bow, right? And let's say, and okay, so the edge, for the edge, for the edge and the bow is using the same instrument. It's a paste 14-inch giant uh, giant edge, right? So the bow and the edge is using the same instrument, right? I'm gonna assume that you know about this already, but right? Let's say somebody else don't know, right? How would we find this, right? Okay. So this right here is where you navigate these things, right? So we're on the IAT now, right? And we want right here we have levels, right? So levels where you turn it to whatever liking you like, right? So right now we're on 90. For the IAT, you don't really need to turn up IAT that much, right? Right? And also the IAT pretty much, or whatever instrument or whatever song we're talking about, dynamics, right? And volume. So for me personally, I like to turn up my bass line. I like to turn up the mid sections for the music, right? And most times when I do these things, when I turn up the instrument, you know, I lose the quality of the drums. So I would have to go back into this module and turn up, if, well, I do have a fader here for the Hiat, but let's say after I do all this and it's on the max and I still not getting whatever I need, I can go here, right? We have level, right? But a trick that I use all the time is this one, is the volume, right? The volume. And I realize when I turn this thing, I learned these things by accident because I haven't read any book or anything like this. I just mess around, right? So here, if you want more, you could turn this one here. You go down. Right? Okay. So as you can hear, I was using the inside section. I wasn't using the edge. It's now on the bow, right? So it's supposed to be real loud in your ears right now, but that's how you would get to that, right? And of course, let's say you want to save that, right? You would back out just like that, right? And just go right here to save. Right here, this button, click on that. It says save, right? But I'm not going to save that, right? Okay, so let's answer Joe Dawkins, right? Rimshot. Where did you get that rimshot? All right, rimshot. It's the same procedure, same principle. Go to voice and at the top. I'm trying to find rimshot, right? Right. Where is that? It's supposed to be on the snare, right? Snare, okay, snare, then rim, right? Snare rim. And instrument. Okay. So this is an instrument that is built on the module, and it's the 80s pop X stick, right? But what I did, I guess why it's not sounding probably on your kit is what I did. I go here, right, and I'm trying to remember. Sorry, guys. Hmm, let's say voice, right? And we did the volume already. Volume. You're supposed to know about volume, right? Sorry, levels, right? And it's now on 99, right? Obviously, you turn it down, you're gonna get less. You turn it up, you get more, right? Um, Tone, you can also change the tone here. You probably know this already, right? turn it, can get it fine, right? But we're not gonna do none of that, right? Where it says cut off. So you would have to find whatever sound you're looking for by doing stuff like that. Just messing around with it. Also, okay. So this is where I would get, um, sorry for that noise, right? Outside. So this is where, right now this is set on 77, right? The FX, this is where I get like the wet sound, that reverb, right? I think this is what you're asking me about. You know what I mean? And let's say this is what FX send is on 0. Right? But I think to answer your question, I think this is what you're talking about, because as far as all of these rim shot is concerned, they're all the same, but what makes that different is the reverbs, right? So that is what make the difference, volume and reverb. And I guess for the particular song that you're doing, if it's a ballad or whatever, you would have to match your rim shot to that song, or have it at a suitable level, right? So you could use your fader to navigate the volume depending on the type of song, right? But you don't really get the option separately for the rim on here. You just get snare. So you would have to go here and set it prematurely, or first, and get it to what you want, right? And then, I mean, you know the drill, right? You come out of that and you click save. Are you sure you want to save it? Yes, right? So that's where you get, it's in the reverb. It's reverb and volume. As I show you already, the volume, right? Volume. You turn up the volume, right? Our levels, right? For me, okay. Oh, this is another important part, right? So mine is set. These things most times is on the maximum, right? But for me, there are times when the sensitivity of this rim shot, it's not always there. When you hit it, it doesn't respond all the time. So for me, I was trying to figure out how to get a better rim shot, or have this thing working more frequently or more consistently. So this is where I stumble on this thing right here. And that's the volume, right? The lower you go, it's a higher the sound. The lower you go, it's higher the sound, right? So this is where you'd get that volume sound as well, right? And the other part of this, which I'm not telling you guys, I do have a mixing board here where I don't get to turn up the rim shot, but I can tune the snare itself to wherever I want it to go, as far as frequencies is concerned. You know what I mean? So hopefully that answer your questions for David Graw and Joe Dawkins, right? Remember, guys, mess around with this thing. You know what I mean? Because all of that I've just done, it's my routine, which, as you can see, I was turning stuff and everything is all messed up right now. But all I have to do, if I didn't save it, is just press power. Just press the power button like that. Turn it on back and my kit is all good again, you know what I mean? So I didn't make any changes. So what I'm saying is that tweak your higher, tweak your cymbals, tweak your toms, just play around with the settings and see what happens. You know what I mean? And then when it sound to your liking, then you can back out and click save. You know what I mean? So that is that. And if any more question you guys have, just shoot them, and I will see how I can help in a way, in any way, shape or form I can. You know what I mean? Thank you guys. Yeah. One love, respect. Yes.